All right, cool. So now that we're here, let's open a Laravel project and let's start exploring. All right. Now it doesn't matter if you're in a Windows or in a Mac computer, everything should be the same from now on. All right. And if it's different, I will let you know. So Windows and Mac users, let's do it. All right. So let's open our PHP Storm, whatever IDE you're using or editor. If you're using Sublime, that's okay. All right, know that I will be using PHP Storm just because it just provides a very user-friendly environment for PHP and Laravel together. All right, so I'm gonna open up my htdocs project. So if you can click here and then just look for your project users, just type in the address where your project is, or just look for it. It will give you a big folder like this. And if you're in a Windows machine, you should be going to Z, XAMPP, and htdocs and all that. All right. Just because I'm in a Mac computer right now, I'm going to go to where that is. So applications for me. You can type it in up here as well. All right. I'm just taking the long way to do it. And there we go. All right. Just gonna close all this. One thing that I want to do before I start, guys, is just change this white background. I'm not used to coding in this. I don't know about you, but all my courses I do it in a black background, so I'm pretty sure that you're also used to it by now. So let's do preferences, and let's go to appearance, theme, Darkula, and apply. All right. Then I'm gonna go to editor, general, oops, and let's see, colors and fonts, general actually, and then here I'm gonna look for Monokai or Monakai, whatever, however you pronounce it, apply, and okay. Just gonna give us a very similar look to what we had in Sublime. All right, pretty cool. So now the first thing that you're going to be noticing here is that, and every time you learn about a framework, it can be overwhelming at first because you see a lot of files that you don't understand. All right, so I'm not going to explain every little detail here because there are some advanced subjects that we're not going to go through, but I'm going to give you the fundamentals of it. All right, on this chapter we are going to be learning about routes, so I'm going to go right to that. But you can see here everything is going to be included. Most of everything that we are going to be doing is going to be inside this app folder. Right? We're gonna have controllers, we're gonna have models, views, etc. All right, actually views are here in resources. All right, but anyway, so routes, where are routes? Well, routes is inside this HTTP folder. All right, and then you can see the routes file right here. Just double click it, and now here it is. All right, so very simple. This is called a group, a route group. All right, and basically groups everything. It secures everything in a kind of a container. All right, so this is called a middleware, and this is a security feature for Laravel. Every time you see middleware, it's because you are securing something there. So we're saying now that everything in this route group is going to be available for the web. All right, that's what we're saying here. Now, don't worry about too much of this. We're going to cover this later on. I just want you to know how this works. So routes. The first thing that you are going to be noticing here is that we have this class here called route. As you can see, it's a static method that we have after that, which is get. See that? So we are using the route, the class name plus the 2 colons here, which means it's a static method. And then we have a couple of parameters. We first have a parameter here to actually let us know where, all right, what we have to type in the URL to get somewhere. So right now, if we type in, we go to the root directory of this application, this is going to give us a view. All right, remember what I told you about views. Views is the representation, the HTML of our application. That's where our contact pages will be our index.php, whatever. Everything that you see on the browser would be a view. So if I go to, let's go to the beginning of this application, to the application that we created, which is a cms.dev. Right? So I hope you see this is a view right here. This is the welcome view. So let's go back, and as you can see here, it says, you know, if you go to the root directory, you're gonna get a welcome view. Now let me show you something. If I type in, let's say, example here, all right, now if I go to the browser and do this /example, I'm gonna get the same thing again too, because I just told Laravel that when the user types in the example, I want you to take him to the view welcome. All right, so let's try this again. Now if you notice, I'm not saving anything in my editor. In PHP Stone you don't have to save it, it will save it automatically for you. Now if I go and try this again after I take it off, you're gonna see that I get a no found exception. All right, so first parameter is where you want to go. Second parameter could be many different things, and even has third parameters, but we're gonna look at that later. Right now it has a closure function. This is as a second parameter, and this closure function, all right, responsible to do other things. In this case, it's returning a view, a welcome view. But if we wanted to, you can select that and press control / and you were comment that out. You can return hi you. Okay, I didn't save anything, it just does it automatically. And if I could go to the root directory now, press enter, you can see that it says hi you. This is super cool, right? Remember that before, for us to do something like that, we will have to create a folder called index.php and put some PHP in there and echo hi you for us to do that. We don't have to create any files here for us to do whatever we want in the URL. We can even pass IDs and parameters here through this here, and take it in here and return it if we wanted to, and we're gonna do that later. But as you can see, we can write whatever we want, and we can do this too. Watch this. We can say admin post. All right. Once we type this, we're able to do this. Watch this. Admin is here, or something like that. So if we go back and we do that, we say admin post, enter, admin is here. You see that? And we can make this as long as we want to. Right? So that's the first thing that you should know about routes. Now if I go back to the root, there is nothing there. All right? Let's go and fix this again real quick, and take that off, take this off. Now we see that we are returning this view here, right? We're gonna explore this a little bit later, where they are, how we access them, how we edit them, but right now just focus on routes. All right, on the next lecture we're gonna continue with routes because it's super exciting and super easy to do once you know how to do it. All right. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next lecture.